Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of EU5 as Sweden. In the previous episode we got the chance to declare war on Denmark, of course, who had a bit of allies with Lüneburg and Volgast, and then Teutons allied them mid-war and joined into the fun, so we are having a bit of a 2.5 front war right now, because we are sieging down the port in Helsingør, which hopefully will be falling soon. It's already 35% chance. Oh right, they're raising some more. Oh, it's a transporter. Okay. Well. Also, got a bit of troops over here. Are they actually going to try to sail out? I mean, they might be. Oh, because they can't see. Well, maybe they can actually see us, but yeah, we're kind of hidden in there. Right, and Teutons have a bit of sieging army on Visby. And looks like we managed to somehow siege down a whole lot of stuff in here. The de-sieging of Tallinn is ongoing. Not necessarily going very quickly, but it's ongoing. And we still have not managed to seize that. We do have a second army in here, which we could utilize. I wonder, so how much would it cost to... That's 850. We don't have that sort of transport capacity yet. Well, one of the things that we do have, we can send another 2 of these. That's 600 and... Yeah, honestly, we might just want to go out and build up another transport ship somewhere. I guess we can actually do that fairly close by, can't we? Hogs are fairly cheap. Oh yeah, we can do one in here. Osbu. So we can then get enough transport capacity to maybe move that around. There is quite a bit of enemy troops in here though. I'm going to go ahead and quickly skip over there. See if I can't catch those transport ships. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We've got a bit of troops in here, 2,000 plus the 700 there. Oh, we just need to get that one siege done. We're also about to get some more crown power once that tech is complete, which I believe it might be right about now. Yep. There we go, so 10% more crown power. The next one's going to be the can invest in culture, which is going to make getting prestige a lot easier. At least to some degree. It's not necessarily going to be huge amounts, but nonetheless. There we go. So we managed to de-siege there. We've got about 5,000 men in here. Where's that one going to? Rodeburg? Oh, right, so that's heading to Marienburg. I guess we can go ahead and de-siege a little bit up there. Is the fall finally going to fall? No, defenders are deserting though. There's only 50 men in there. We're likely to fall on assault. Okay. Or fail the assault. Right, yeah, the enemies are now sieging down Marienburg while we are sieging down up here. After we get that, we'll probably try to just skip away for a little bit. That's this ship. No, that still needs another 2 months to repair. Oh, there we go. Norway actually defeated the enemy fleet there. Actually, that's one of those things that we might want to research. We still haven't started researching the heavy ships. Also, the maritime presence would be quite useful. So we'll queue that one up. Early character to get a heavy ship. Diplo range wouldn't be too bad. Cultural tradition and influence would be fairly decent. We'll get that one. It's a little bit cheaper. Ooh, cultural capacity would be useful. Let's get that one. Because then we can access a bit more of the cultures in Finland, like Tavastins and Karelians. And thus we can get full cores in there. And then once they are fully integrated provinces or locations, we can then convert the population faster. Then also, the bigger transport probably wouldn't hurt. Although the entreport is also fairly good. So we'll get that one queued up. And maybe the anti-piracy leagues to get rid of the pirates faster. And then I think, yeah, we're going to get the... Oh, actually, exploration. That would be useful. I think we are going to have to start getting that. And then we'll get the Hulk. I think that's going to be good enough until we get some of the other... I mean, actually, the expanding raw material time is also not bad. Okay, so we've got about 1 million of things researching right now. That's alright, though. I've still got over 3,000 men in there. Okay, they are heading south to go ahead and de-siege some more areas. There we go, we've de-sieged that. I'm going to go ahead and pull back into Lobskaya with that particular army. And we're hopefully... Oh. Right, Pskov is still disloyal. I guess what we could do is actually just improve opinion with them. Because we have basically not done any of that thus far. And then let's hope that we actually finally get the siege done. It's already been going for over a year. Which means that the enemy castle is about to be built there. Which is a bit annoying. Oh, come on. Okay, it's a shortage, but it's not done yet. And now they've got the castle in there. They don't have a whole lot of defenders there, mind you, but they've got the castle at least. Ooh, and that's a nephew. Can we get a royal marriage? No, we cannot. Okay, well, let's marry another noble then. That one's slightly better. Stats-wise, anyway. Not that it necessarily has a huge impact on the offspring or anything like that. Right, and speaking of offspring, there's another one that will need education. We'll just need to wait until the next month to see the trades. Right, so the Teutons are still sitting there. They haven't managed to do too much on Visby, and since they are having a huge shortage there, okay, they did get a supply shortage on the defenders. Oh, and local nobility power grows. I'm going to destroy that toll castle in... Actually, where is that? I guess that is... Oh, right, over here. Yeah, we'll curtail their power. That's going to cost a bit of stability. That's one of those things that we inherited from Scania. Oh, and what's that then? Sand shortage is still in Stockholm. We did get the sand production up here, but that's not quite sufficient yet. I suppose... Right, yeah, no, we can't get rid of that. We've got a lot of pops available in here. Could we get another... Yeah, we're going to get a sand bin, no, capital. Sure, we'll get one built there. Come on, we just need to get this siege done. It's been going for about one episode's length already, if not more. No, defenders still deserting. I mean, it's down to 51 defenders. I don't actually know if this tooltip gives you accurate information, if we'd be failing it or not, if it's just a warning that it is costly in general, which it could be. Well, at least Norway's causing a bit of mayhem over here in northern Denmark. Or northern Jylland, I guess. The war score's not looking too great for us. There's a defender taking that is most of the issue there, and then of course the Norwegians losing fights. And some of the blockade, all the occupation's not helping either. Okay, they've got 2,900 men over there. I don't suppose... Do we have the Caracabat over this yet? 850. I suppose once we get the transport ship there, we can transport that to potentially go and deal with the army there. And then link up with the troops up here. Oh dear, well, Pskov's getting smacked around there. I'm just going to go ahead and move off to Karelia. I don't mind if Estonia is getting a bit sieged down for now. Okay, while we wait for the siege, I'm just going to go on speed 4, not 5, but speed 4. Oh, right, and of course we have that kid. Right, education, you are Gregaria, so we'll get diploma education then. It's looking a bit worse for us. Oh, we do have another lightship over here, of course, that is repaired now, so that's going to be 700. Oh, there's a fleet. Go and catch the... Oh, well, there we go. Hey, who finally won that siege? And we sank the Teuton transports. Let's get the fleet back. Let's get to Copenhagen. We can bring in the other army. I guess we can bring it along here for now. Oh, the Danes got away. Not for long, though. We'll catch them there. That's a bit more troops that will not be returning from there. I guess, actually, we'll get the Levy army to siege down Copenhagen. While the other army is going to go down south to de-siege our portion of it. And then start working on the fort over there. Oh, right, Ringstead is devastated. Oh, that's not good. I suppose, yeah, it's probably been having a bit of a lack of food there, yeah. Well, it'll get better. It will get better. I do actually wonder. That's 850, and the other one was, what, 800, I believe. Yeah, no, actually, both of them are 850. This one's 2,500, so it's a little bit larger. I guess we could actually consolidate the regiment still. There we go, so that's... another location siege down. We can go ahead and get the troops ready. Did we get the transport here yet? No. We only got 700 capacity still. But now the enemy doesn't have the ticking wall score as much, I think. Or maybe they do still. Yeah, no, they do. Because we don't control the entire state, I guess. Although we are getting more and more of it, so I guess that things are changing more into our favor. Or in our favor, rather. Actually, at this point, how's the... Yeah, the ships are actually still in pretty good shape. But they are going to be taking Visby soon enough. Unless we can... You know what? We could probably go and leave one of the smaller units in here, like one of the smaller men-at-arms behind. Let's go out and pick up the troops from there. But it is risky. But we need to kind of stop that siege. Also, let's make sure to balance the army accordingly. There we go, we've managed to get there in time. Their right flank is, or left flank is pretty strong. So we might actually still lose this. Although, their right flank is about to fall. So I think it's going to be a bit of a pivot on the middle over here. See who wins the battle. No, it's looking pretty rough for our middle. Although it's not looking great for their middle either. But no, the cavalry is not doing enough. Oh, I don't know. We might lose this. I guess what we'll do is we'll go and separate a bit of troops over here as well. Stop one of the peasant levies. Stop the attachment. We'll go and get them other troops from here. It's a little bit of distance. So we won't get into this combat, I don't think. But we can probably still do some damage on the enemy. So either they have to chase after us and they'll have to break the siege. Oh boy. We lost. They took more casualties than we did. Oh, and we get more tactics. They did not win the siege at least, so that's good. We're going to bring in the troops. I guess we'll go ahead and just bring this one off to the back rows there a little bit. Combine the armies over here. We can deal with that then. And the siege over here is still ongoing. Actually, we can actually send these to join into the big army. That should help a little bit. So Norway's getting, or has been pushed back fully. Have the ships arrived yet? They have, actually. Alright, let's go ahead and transport these over. Join up forces over there. Our troops are at least getting a bit of strength back. Probably not enough, though, but it's something. And the enemy's starting to take some attrition there due to lack of food. Oh, they probably captured some of our food, didn't they? Let's combine these. Consolidate regiments, balance, and let's go. Now we've got almost 3-to-1 ratio over here. I think we'll probably win. Oh yeah, they only got cavalry on their right flank now. And a little bit infantry on the left flank. Okay, their cavalry's already gone. Oh, who's this? Our grandson, okay. We'll probably marry a noble. Although actually, grandson, that probably means that, yeah. I can't get a royal marriage. Because not part of the ruling dynasty. Is there any good wife candidates that we have in here? Nothing particularly great, so we might actually leave that out for a little bit. Not worry about the marriages there. There we go. The battle in Visby is going finally in our favour. We are defeating the Teutons. There we go. They took 600 casualties. Then moving north. Let's go and catch them there. In the meanwhile, we can go out and send in the fleet to help with the siege over here briefly. And there should be... Oh yeah, there we go. That is a stack wipe. Let's get the troops back to Visby. Got quite a bit of money, actually. I suppose we could still build up some of the roads over here that I was planning on doing. Get one into Vidinge. I suppose we could also get the road down here. That leaves us with still 80 ducats, which I think, let's see, New Chirping, we could probably get something in there. Oh, yeah, Carpenter's Guild would be, it's fairly profitable. Build that one in there, and then Vasteros, is there actually... Lumber would be decent profitability. I guess we could build that. Oh, actually, no, we was kind of thinking of saving on some of the counting houses, weren't we? Oh, well. It's not the end of the world. There we go, supply shortage. We're going to go ahead and get these troops transported off to... I think off to Finland. To help deal with that army, because that is a lot of troops in there to deal with. I don't know how the situation is with the rest of the troops in the vicinity, though. But right now, Denmark's enthusiasm is fairly low. Everyone else is fine. Except Estonia. Still haven't got on that transport in there. How's the capacity? Okay, there's 1,200 needed for this, so we will need to actually consolidate the regiments briefly. So that's still about 1,000 needed to transport everyone. So we'll go and split that in half. And we'll go ahead and transport this into... I think Viborg will probably do. Transport the armies down that way. Hopefully they don't intercept our siege over here. Or interrupt our siege over here. Hopefully that is not going to happen, but you never know, I suppose. They've still got quite a bit of troops up here. But we're now starting to amass some of an army, or somewhat of an army over here to deal with that. It's mostly going to be levies though, so it's not exactly the biggest of armies, but or most effective of armies. Actually, we can go and bring in the troops over here, so we can meet up a little bit closer. And are they trying to land over here? Actually, in that case, where's the fleet going? Oh, it is already going in here. Well, actually, it's not in there yet. Because we'll have to find it through the list here. Because it's not showing in the correct location. I may need to go and deal with that Danish fleet in here. Oh, okay, no, they're seizing down that. Oh! Right, the enemy landed. Go and deal with that fleet again if we can. At least we dealt with one of their flanks, but our middle is pretty weak. We might still be able to win this, though. Because we've got cavalry, they do not. Oh yeah, there we go. Leave none standing. Yeah, there's 700 casualties. We did lose all of our cavalry there, though. But that was a full stack wipe. Right, so let's get the troops from here, then. Get these to Viborg, we can go ahead and combine these. And probably... oh no, we can't consolidate those. We can probably allow the friendly armies to attach that, or to that again. Lovskaya's got a bit of fleet in here, but that's just a transport fleet. Which I guess is going to get swamped by 2 heavy ships. Wait, why is Cologne in this as well now? Yeah, Cologne's in this now. Okay, this is getting a little bit out of hand. Because everyone's just joining mid-war. I mean, how long has the war been going on? Probably not that long yet. I mean, it's probably at least 2 years, because we had the siege over there for a year. Speaking of which, I guess what we could do is detach a siege, go and deal with the Danish army there. How many defenders are there? It's only 8 defenders. Oh, wow, okay. We'll go and defeat that army, then we can probably defeat the 8 defenders there. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Right, so the troops have arrived. Let's go and combine these. And consolidate, balance. Start heading towards Neva. Get the fleet up here. To start clearing out some of the enemy ships. So we need to defeat these sieging armies here. There we go, that's a stack wipe. Bring the troops back. How's the... okay, the ships aren't too damaged yet. I'm going to give orders for the fleet to hunt navies. How much is the Western Baltic Sea? Okay, so that would be there. And then is that the East Baltic? Alright, off you go. Are you actually... no. Okay, you're on your way. Hopefully hunting down some fleets. Norwegians are at least defeating a few ships there. Okay, so with these troops... yeah, both of them are there now, so let's reconvene the troops. And then, there's just 8 defenders, they can't be that... this assault is risky, okay, but it does actually update the tooltip, now that we know at least that. So we caught a... yeah, that's a Teuton galley. It's a supply shortage. We're not really able to... well, we haven't removed the blockade there. But stopping the enemies from moving in from here is actually quite useful. Right, oh, alright, yeah, there's a lot of troops in here. We've got some troops now attached to us, right? Yes. We've got the Northern Skovs talisman over here. There's, of course, the Estonians. I don't know if these are actually heading to Neva. They might be. Yes, they are. Okay, so we'll have a bit more armies combining in here. Then we can maybe deal with some of the Teuton armies there. They've got a bit of fleet trying to land some troops potentially. Speaking of which, we've got a bit of... well, we've got a ship in here. Let's actually go ahead and just get another Mediterranean galley to that particular fleet. And then with the money that we do have available, let's go ahead and actually just save that. Although, actually, the fleet over here could maybe get something helping our situation. Let's get a marketplace there. Oh, the Danes have landed some troops there. Okay. And there's a blockade going in Kolmaraden. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to go on order and assault. 8 men can't defend that much, right? Take a bit of casualties there. At least we've got part of that now done. So that is at least a ticking war score gone from the enemy, and now it's helping us instead. So we can hopefully deal with that. I don't know if our fleet is actually able to intercept that fleet. Probably not in time, although maybe. We did catch the fleet at least, and there we go, we sank them. That's all. So no 100 Teutons running rampart in there. And we've got nearly 7,000 men in here. Okay, let's head towards Tallinn. Actually, we'll first go to here, and then we'll get to Tallinn. I'll start besieging these lands one at a time. Hopefully it's going to be alright. I don't know how strong our flanks are there, but one can hope. Okay, they got some troops in here. But the fleet's moving back and forth. They might not be able to actually cross in here. Oh, that's where they went. Okay, let's get in here and go and defeat that army. Hey, Tulsa has been sieged down. Right, is that... I guess that's going to be another provincial headquarters, right? No, it actually isn't. Odense is. Right, so we've arrived there. Some of the roads are almost done. The other roads that we started building. Our troops over here are about to ready. Well, about ready to enter into the fight. Let's go ahead and first, before we enter that combat, let's just double check that there isn't any other sneaky stuff happening in here. Doesn't look like. Okay, so we should be able to focus on this. Let's just hope that the flanks actually get spread out somewhat evenly. Our left flank took quite a bit of casualties there. But we are dealing more damage. Well, actually, it's about even damage. Right now, we do have the numbers advantage by quite a wide margin. But we're still taking pretty hefty casualties. Oh, they got some cannons over there on their right flank. There's cavalry and cannons there. That is a lot of damage that they're putting out into our levies. With the other two flanks, they are... Or the other flank and the center, they are kind of taking more casualties. Ooh, well, they lost the cavalry on their right flank. So that's actually not too bad. We might win this. It's costly, but we will win this. Although our middle is looking pretty damn bad, but they've lost their flank. So now it's... oh, and they're about to lose the other flank as well. There we go. Oh. Okay, so we defeated some of them in a second combat there, and then first they lost... Okay. So the Teuton army is no more. That's good to know. Let's go ahead and get to Tartu. Start deasing some of that area. There is the... Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and stop that landing in here, shall we? Oh, they did manage to land at least. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, there's the Danish troops over here. Well, I suppose they'll have to stop at the fort over there, don't they? Go and deal with the Danes now. So now we're starting to get to a point where some of the enemies might not be that enthusiastic about continuing. Although Denmark, well, Denmark themselves, they would actually take a white peace. If we wanted to take at least all of Zealand, they would accept that, except we don't have enough war score for a demand. Well, I guess we'll just have to get the ticking war score then. High enough. So they landed 170 troops over there. I suppose at this point, we might probably just get enough troops from the levies in Gotland to deal with that. How much do we actually get? 200. It might not be quite enough then. There's only infantry levies though that they have there, so maybe. But I'm not going to take the risk quite yet. What we could instead do is we could recruit some regulars. I guess we'll just get some more men-at-arms. Oh wait, no we can't. We don't have the money for that. Well, we need to wait for 1 more month then, I guess. Oh. I see a bit of fleet over here. Let's go and intercept the Volga's fleet. There we go. That transport's gone. Let's go ahead and check on the other... Okay, there's some enemy troops there. They probably have some coastal forts in here. That's Livonian galley moving through. There we go. That Danish army is gone. And we are getting control of these lands here, so let's... Actually, we might go up north to deal with the Danish troops up there, briefly. So Denmark's going to be more likely to... Oh, and there we go. Now we're going to invest into culture. I guess we'll start with a very modest investment. Like 10% of the max. There's a 0.6 ducats per month. That's not too bad. It doesn't give us a whole lot of prestige. But it does give us a little bit. And then that does... Actually, do we have any artists right now? I wonder. We do. We got 2, actually. Miniature painting. Working on a new mansion. Prayer book and treaties. Oh, we can support 2 artists, and there are currently 4 artists in the country. Aha. Ah, right, so we'd have to commission art. And I suppose that's alright. So we'll go and deal with the Danish army. Then that can be retaken. There's Cologne's got a bit of an army up here. Have they gone further into Norway? Not too much around, no. Tartu is almost besieged. We've got a bit of the troops over there. Oh, actually, now that we've got the money, let's go and get those regulars then, shall we? You know, actually, oh, they might be bringing some more troops there. Yeah, I guess we'll go and get one more men-at-arms. Then we might also get some handgunners and things like that. Because those can be quite useful. Oh, they're going down there. Well, we'll catch that fleet. There we go, so that galley is no more. And we could also go and head over... Oh, that's a bold move. Going to Stockholm. Problem is that they are going to be raising troops, or we're raising troops right there. Let's have a look at the armies. So, we'll just get a little bit in here, but it's not much. Tartu has been besieged. They haven't gone back to Pskov yet. Let's get to Tallinn. Besiege that. So we can get a lot more of the war score back. Let's get to Kungsbacka. So even if they manage to land some troops in here, we've got already armies not too distant. There we go, that transport's gone. They are having some supply issues there. Let's go ahead and get the fleet back in here. They can't take too far out on the areas. What's the next thing? Ah, right, that's our school. Yeah, so if we're going to DC some of these areas, that would already help drastically. Spy defections. Find out with construction, or we'll pay some money. I guess we'll take a loan. We've got the war, or the spy network in... Yeah, we got a little bit in Teutons. And that's 100 ducats for a loan. Serbia is big. Oh, okay. Serbia is building a new market. Let's wait for the morale up over here for a few days. And then let's head in to deal with that Danish army. Also, with the D-sieges... Oh, no, Tallinn's not quite yet done. There we go, that's the Danish troops gone. Let's go ahead and start heading off to Linköping. So we can deal with that army in Stockholm, and then we can use the Stockholm troops to... Or the troops that we're building in Stockholm to go and release or relieve Visby. We've got a bit of troops down there. We've got the fleet now in here, blockading them from getting, hopefully, at least up to Falster, or from Falster forward, I guess. Oh, and that loan to last too long without someone taking it over. Or, you know, we're now paying to one of the banks. Oh, and there's the Cologne troops now. Okay. Well, that's not the end of the world. There's some regulars in there, actually. Now that with the road access and all that, we should be able to deal with that army quickly. Oh, they're taking attrition there already. Right, we've got a bit of trade capacity. 1.1. I'm going to start importing a bit more salt right now. I think that could be somewhat useful. So, we're almost at 10% war score. As soon as we get up to 10%, we can actually get a peace deal. And for that, we might just go ahead and... Okay, we can't take that entire state. Right, yeah, if we go... Well, you know what, we'll probably get a bit more war score soon enough. So I'm going to try to take these islands at least in here. Give us a bit more room to work with. Of course, it's going to take a few more moments to get everything sorted out, get the war score up, and get the enthusiasms down. And we've got another... Oh, another grandson. Can we get a royal marriage here? Oh, we could. Oh, there's Flanders. I mean, Flanders is fairly sizable. But is that a heir or something? No, not really. But no, we'll get a marriage in there nonetheless. Bit of prestige never hurts. Now we can hopefully deal with the Teuton army there quickly. Have they started? No, the Norwegians are still busy dealing with the various armies up there. There's the Volgas armies in here, which are probably going to... Well, they might be trying to get to... Or over there. They haven't actually taken that town there. And now they're abandoning that. Okay. How's the Teuton situation? They still got 72% enthusiasm. Now we've got 10% war score, so we could potentially get a peace deal. But let's actually have a look at the Teutons. No, they will not take any sort of peace deal with us here. What about Volgast? No. Lüneburg? No. Cologne? No. Okay, so we can't make separate pieces yet. That is unfortunate. Is that heading to... Yeah, that's heading to Öresund. Is that just... Yeah, there's a couple of transports there. Right then. Go and catch them there. There we go, so that's 4 transports gone. We got a lot of ships over here that could use a bit of repair. So what we'll do is we'll actually just go ahead and dock over there for a moment. I'll deal with that in a bit. Now, the army over here near Stockholm is ready to deal with the a rabble the Teuton rebel over here that we need to get rid of. There we go. So now we can get all the regulars back on. Let's get the army back to close to Utlandet. We'll go and deal with the Cologne army there, and then we'll head south to maybe start pushing into Jylland. I'm not entirely sure how quickly we'll get to there, but we'll do something to that effect anyway. Oh, printing press in Napoli. Huh. Took a while for that to appear. Over 10 years. But I suppose it may have been just no one had the things needed for it. Oh, they stopped the siege of the... Okay. Maybe they had a ship bringing a bit of troop or a bit of food there. Or they... Oh no, they probably just went over here to get some food from Hoburg. Okay. Well, there's a bit of troops coming in. But of course, they'll still need to de-siege the fort over there if they want to get through. Although, the ships are now back in full strength. Let's get up to the middle bit over here. So they're raising some more troops there, not a whole lot. Our troops are getting closer to deal with the Cologne troops there. We have got on the regulars now. Actually, can we... Let's go and send in the Krog over here to Karlskrona. Wait, where are you heading to? Well, I guess... They may have been trying to link up with the bigger army. Because the army was there briefly. In the same location. That's probably what happened. Right, let's get to Utlandet and then we'll go and deal with the Cologne troops. So we've got 15 billion war score now. And still -7 for taking Funen and Sjælland both. Oh, that's where the armies are now. Okay. That one's heading towards Allen. I guess we'll get a little bit closer. I'll hopefully deal with that army separately. There we go, Cologne lost their troops. That should be de-sieging on its own. So let's head down to south. And our fleet has arrived a little bit closer. I guess get that one to Zhatelier. Ooh. No, this is a transport. Okay, we've got a actual transport. They've got a levy transport. Wait, so why are we... Oh, it's a Vinter over here, of course. That makes sense. So the Danes are really raising some of the troops. How's the war score looking like now? No, it's -9 for the peace deal still. Of course, I'd rather take some money as well. But right, let's go and deal with that Livonian army then. While the Teutons are chasing after the Estonians. We should be able to deal with this. So we've got the numbers by quite a wide margin. Oh yeah, their right flank is rapidly diminishing in numbers. So that one's gone. Then the middle is going to fall. And then it's going to be the left flank. That is going to be gone. There we are. That's a bit more war score for us. And we're going to go ahead and maybe head down this way. I've still got the fleet there. I guess at this point we can go... Actually, no, we're not going to do that in this episode because we are well over time for it already. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching and next time. Bye-bye.